First on Pharr, the Pharr International Bridge losing $1 billion in trade during last week's bridge closure. Governor Abbott is being blamed for the losses after he ordered the inspection of all commercial traffic. CBS 4's Iris Karami joins us live with more. Iris.
Thank you, Chris. The city of Pharr says the international bridge lost $200 million a day due to the backlog, totaling $1 billion. A local economist says aside from the local losses, there were more across the state.
It's not that one port had a loss. It's, you have to add up all the losses that occur all along the Texas-Mexico border, right? And then you have to keep in mind that we are already at a very high inflation levels in the U.S.
Associate Professor of Economics at UTRGV, Salvador Contreras, says the state is seeing record numbers of inflation since the 1980s. He says Abbott's orders are only adding to high inflation rates. Contreras says the losses could total billions of dollars when you consider every port of entry in the valley.
In 2021, for example, about $60 billion crossed from Mexico through RGV ports. The RGV, for example, handles roughly about $2 billion of perishable produce.
Pharr Mayor Dr. Ambrosio Hernandez said in a Friday press release, quote, "When we saw the impact that the governor's directive was having on our international commerce, causing significant delays and millions in economic losses, we knew we had to take immediate action and work with our partners to promote a swift resolution of the issue." His statement was released after Abbott signed a written agreement between Texas and the Mexican state of Tamaulipas to ease the inspections. We reached out to the Pharr Bridge director, Luis Bazan, but he declined an interview, and neither would comment on whether bridge traffic is back to normal. But Monday afternoon, video from the Pharr Bridge camera system showed both lanes coming into Texas full and with steady movement. Contreras adds, if traffic continues, trade could be lost to ports of entry elsewhere.
Another way in which you get to losses is that some of these goods might be diverted to other ports, especially if they're coming from the Pacific or deep in Mexico. Maybe they're diverted to ports in closer to the West Coast.
Semana Santa, or Holy Week, for many Mexican tourists include visiting the valley, but Contreras believes tourism could also be impacted.
And it's very likely would-be tourists were detoured from coming into our area.
I spoke with some trucking businesses earlier today who say they are using the Progreso International Bridge instead of the Pharr Bridge because wait times are shorter. You can learn more about this story on our website. That's valleycentral.com. Working for you in the newsroom, I'm Iris Karami.